Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Okay, I'm just gonna sit there and say right off the bat, the best part was probably when Sheila went to the hospital to get checked out. She was with Deacon. He's meant to talk about getting married and everything like that, and Sheila feels dizzy. So Deacon's like, "Listen, we're taking her to the hospital." She goes and she gets checked out or whatever. And while she's talking to the nurse, she overhears Lee. So she's like, hey, could I sit there and talk to, can I sit there and talk to Lee or whatever? Can I have Lee take care of me? So the nurse talks to Lee and it's like, hey, this patient specifically asked to talk to you. Meanwhile, when Lee comes in there, Sheila is, she's under a sheet, right? So she's just playing games or whatever. And, when the nurse told her that it was Sheila Carter, the look of like she looked as white as a ghost, right? And when she walked in there, she started talking, and Sheila put out her foot, with the missing toe, and she was all like, she knew exactly what it was. She was like, "Oh, so you want me to treat you for your missing toe or whatever?" And she starts to get all antsy and everything. Meanwhile, Sheila is just laughing and smart. She's trying to hold in her laugh, right? It's probably the best part in this episode. Um, Meanwhile, Hope is not there just thinking about Sheila and everything, and Ridge and Liam comes in, and Hope pretty much tells both of them that Sheila is alive. Now, Ridge is all like, "What are you talking about? She's dead and everything like that," and she has to sit and explain for a good half an hour how they found Sheila, about Sugar, which Ridge already knew about Sugar, right? Ridge already knew about Sugar. So, in our reality, half of this shouldn't have been that hard to explain that. Um, Talked about how Sugar locked her up, and they had to rescue her, and that was Sugar, the one that Steffi killed and everything. Meanwhile, Finn is, he's excited and everything like that. Steffi's like, "What's going on?" So Finn explains to this woman step by step about how they found Sheila, Sugar, Lauren Finmore, and everything, right? Just goes through the whole list. And towards the end, she's like, "What are you talking about? Sheila's dead. Deacon, he got in your head and everything like that. What are you talking about?" I'm just like, wait. You are running a whole company, and yet you are having a hard. After he just explained everything to you, your takeaway is, what are you talking about? This doesn't make any sense. Deacon, he really is sitting there putting stuff in your head. I'm like, wait. And as you're watching this, it's like, this is the stupidest conversation that I've seen so far. He just explained to you everything from start to finish. Was you in another world when he was talking? I don't understand. How does she not comprehend this? I knew they were going to sit there and do the reveal today of letting her know. I just don't understand how they just sit there making her this dumb. Now, in our reality, between today's episode and yesterday's episode, I did feel like Hope was being a little overdramatic. This is something that I would expect Steffi to be. I expected, actually, tell you the truth, I expected her to be more overdramatic about it than not comprehending the words that were coming out of his mouth. But here we are. Um, that's pretty much about it. That's all I really got to sit there and say in a nutshell. Um, Tomorrow's episode should be interesting when Sheila actually reveals herself. Um, I feel like for another good 18 minutes, Steffi is going to be just dumbfounded and looking at him like you're not making any sense. just like we did today. Except for today was just it might have actually been worse than what tomorrow's episode is going to be like. Because at least now she's going to start to be over dramatic, and which is a lot of a it's a step up than what I got today. Because today it was just like, oh Lord. All right, I feel like that's pretty much about it. That is just the gist of what up happening. It might have been more to sit there and stuff that wound up happening that I missed. But I'm gonna dive all into it tonight. Today's episode, yesterday's episode. We'll sit there and talk about it all tonight. In my live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll talk about all the shows, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and the Restless, and General Hospital. And I'll see you in the next video.